Hi, my name is Randy Webb. I'm the Executive Director of the Stephen Stagner Sales Excellence Institute. I've been teaching at the University of Houston for 19 years. Prior to that, I had a 28-year business career in consumer packaged goods, both at the Dow Corporation as well as Mars Incorporated. For Mars, I was the VP of Sales for the candy business, and then the Mars family asked me to come to Houston to run their Uncle Ben's food business, so I was President and CEO of Uncle Ben's. I'm excited to be here at the University of Houston and give back to the students. I'm also excited to teach in our executive education programs. The purpose of this module on hiring, training, and developing the best people is we believe that's the most important job of any sales manager or sales leader. And it begins with hiring the right people. The agenda for this module actually starts with what do good people look like? How do you recruit them and attract them? And the kind of methods that you use to do that. And then actually some very practical hiring tips on how you hire folks. I also go through, in terms of the agenda, the 6 questions you should actually ask in an interview to really, if you ask no other questions, what are these six questions to really determine if this is a good candidate. One of the other things that we teach in terms of the agenda in this module is the rule of threes. The rule of threes is that you should interview at least 3 people, 3 different times, in 3 different places. And the places piece is the piece that normally most people don't do. We think it's important to get a person outside of the interview situation where they've practiced, they understand behavioral interviews, they know how to answer those questions, and get them in a social setting. So one of the things we teach is take people to breakfast or to lunch and talk to them in terms of their social skills. See how they treat the waitstaff, because that's the way they will treat your customers. So we think that's an important part of the agenda that we teach in this module. The other thing that we teach in the hiring, training, and developing is that what happens if you make a hiring mistake? And what is the biggest sin you can commit if you realize you've made a hiring mistake? The other thing that we teach is the key principle of hiring. And the key principle of hiring is don't make a decision based on a 30-minute interview. Make a decision on past performance, because the best indicator of future performance is past performance. So we teach that you have candidates actually explain to you and show you what they've done in their previous jobs, or if they were in school, what they actually did in school. So that, because we think that is the best way to determine what they're going to do for you if you hire this person. The other 2 pieces of this module is training and developing people. The agenda for the training module, or the training piece of this module, is that we talk about how you train folks, the most effective methods of training, what training is, and the difference between training and development. And we teach that training is usually about skills. How to teach the salesperson, for example, to be a better closer. Development is how you're going to round out and actually develop the person. And that might be you give them an opportunity to work in another functional area. It may be that you send them to a different country. Whatever those things are that you think that person needs to develop, those are the things you do. Some of the key takeaways for this module are, number 1, that we teach you how to hire good people and hire the best people. And the reason that's important is because A players hire A players. If you hire B players, then they're going to hire B and C players. So we think that's an important takeaway of how to do an effective job of hiring. Second key takeaway in this module is training. What it is, how do you do it, how can you be more effective at it as a manager. The third key takeaway is how do you develop your people and give them opportunities to develop as a leader. You don't have to send them to a different country to do that. There are opportunities you can give them, special projects and those kind of things. And we talk about that in this module.